Hi, my name is Missy, and I'm here to do a pick a card for the Bullshit and the Blessings weekly reading the week of July 18th. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it to pull some focus cards. While I'm shuffling, I would like to start on my very awkward disclaimer. So these readings are meant to be timeless and general in nature, even though I do put a week timestamp on them. They're meant to be a weekly reading. If the details fit for your situation, then the reading is meant for you. But if they do not, please do not try to make them fit, as that would do more harm than good, and is definitely not my intention. I am not a doctor, lawyer, or accountant. If you need advice in any of those areas, please consult a professional. And please do not do something simply because I suggest it in one of these readings. You are an adult who has responsibility for your own life. Please use that responsibility to your advantage. Okay, so with that said, we're going to go ahead and get 3 different groups to choose from. We're going to use 2 different astrology decks to get our focus cards. This is our first. And then after we choose each group, what we'll do is these are our focus cards. So within each reading, we'll use some tarot and charms, is what I was trying to say, and I don't know why I can't seem to get that out. Okay, let's get another focus card for each group. We'll see what we have. One more. Okay. So for group 1, we've got the Sun in Aries with new beginnings and Sun Spirit, the number 1. So the number 1, the number 11 may be important to you. You could be an Aries, or you could have just been drawn to this particular group because it was group number 1. Whatever reason, those are the cards to focus on. Oh, now we have the Moon in Sagittarius with discovery and Neptune, sacrifice. So we've got freedom and adventure attached to Sagittarius. Yeah. There could be some sacrifice that you need to make in order to find your freedom. And so for group number 3, we have the eclipse in Gemini with negotiation, rise to challenges as a new path opens. And then we have Aquarius. I know this is definite, all about this particular combination here is saying listen rather than talk about what you know, right? Like negotiate means that you have to actually consider the other person's side. You have to compromise, talk it out. You're not the only expert in the room. Okay, so these are the 3 groups. We have group 1, which we're going to call Aries, group 2, which we'll call Sagittarius, and group 3, which we will call Gemini. Hello, group 1. So let's go ahead and get a couple of tarot cards and take a look at the energies that are happening for you this week. So it's obvious something that has to do with like a new beginning, a leap of faith, a great big yes, something that feels very joyful, very happy because of the dolphins here. The sun is always a joyful and happy energy, but also there's creativity and passion attached to the sun. Charisma. This could also be something that you're finally getting an awakening, like, oh my God, you finally see the light. Like if you've been in the dark, especially with this combination, like suddenly the lights come on and it blinds you a little bit. That could be, but it could be in a really, really good way. Like it's catching the attention, right? Lighting something up. You know, it does feel very spiritual, more so than the sun typically does for me. I almost always, read the sun, whether it's in tarot or a charm or whatever, as very joyful, bright, clear energy, like being able to see. But this feels very spiritual, very, very spiritual. And it's interesting to me that the dolphins are on that Aries card, because dolphins, even though, Aries is like something new, dolphins are water energy, right? So it could be that maybe this is something emotional that's new for you, and that's why it feels so spiritual. The Two of Wands, so it could be a partnership, but also the way she's looking at those two wands there, I feel like maybe it's this, all of this is the clarity over your choice, your path. Oh, look, you've got the Three of Pentacles. So this is like collaboration and working together. But it looks as if these two women in this card are offering something to this third woman. Interesting. Hold on. We're going to get to that Ten of Swords in just a second. So with this Ten of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Chariot combination here, I feel like this is saying, because of all the turmoil that's here, there's definitely an ending of that. But I have to say, the way that this Six of Pentacles is hitting me, this woman is looking up to this woman here, but the way she's presenting both the scale and the pentacle to this woman, it doesn't feel as fair as the Six of Pentacles should, right? And again, I read these cards intuitively. I always go with my gut when I'm doing these readings. I will give, alternate explanations because this is a general reading. I don't want to get too specific and detailed, because then it shuts out other people from the reading, right? But when I'm looking at this, it feels like this person here, there's somebody, one person is looking up to the other as their elder, their mentor, their something. They look up to them in some way, and the person that they're looking up to thinks that they are being fair, because they're saying, look at how fair I'm being. Look at how just I am being. Look at how equal those scales are. But the way that she's presenting it, as she's presenting that coin, and especially with these two cards on either side, it makes me feel as if this is a deception. I'm sorry to put it that way, but it feels as if this is deception, because there's turmoil here. Opposite the Chariot always talks about a victory over turmoil, but this particular card is not at the victory stage of the Chariot yet. She's still struggling to control those two horses, and those horses are headed in different directions, which means these two people have a different idea of what is fair and just. There's been betrayal here. Someone has been stabbed in the back, right? And I think it has to do with a collaboration. You're going to get some information about it. It's either a collaboration, a friendship, a partnership, something where you thought you were compromising and you thought someone was being fair, but they were not. You find out about it, and it leaves you having to make a decision. What are you going to do from here? How are you going to handle this situation? So we're going to actually put this right here. Now, with this particular Three of Pentacles, whatever, I do feel like whatever your decision is, like, and you are the only one who knows like how you're going to handle this particular situation. But I feel like the way that this reading stands right now, and the way that you feel when you're watching this reading, if you go with a decision that you feel like either when you're watching this reading or immediately when you find out, that will ultimately lead to some sort of recompense. Because as you can see, these two women here are handing something to this third. So where this wasn't as fair as it could have been, now there's a balancing. But it's directly related to the decision that you make based on the information you receive. Okay, we have the song Here Without You by Three Doors Down. So let's go ahead and get some charms. We're gonna, if any of the charms jump out of the board or off of the board onto the cards, we'll read that as a special message. You got a lot of letters. One jumped out of the box onto the table, which is the letter O. You've got the letter G. Actually, go. So maybe Tuesday and Wednesday is going to be the time for you to act. I don't know. We'll take it however it resonates. And then you've got O, Y, N, R. Okay, again, take it however it resonates. And that's Friday and Saturday. You've got the Taurus charm, and then you've got I love you. So this can be initials. This can be a person, place, or thing attached to these letters. Friday and Saturday, possibly related to a Taurus that you love or something on Friday and Saturday. Okay. So coming back over here to Sunday, we have I will hold you in my heart until I hold you in heaven, along with the charm that says never, never give up. So I feel like this is a special message that maybe like you've been receiving intuitively, but you don't really believe it, or you've been ignoring it or something. Pay attention. If you're watching me, that means you already know how to pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs. Also, this could be like, so this could be a passed on loved one telling you, keep going, keep going, keep going. You've got this. Like, do not give up, right? So then on Tuesday, you've got, well, you've got the rune of joy, but it came out upside down, which means there's no joy in this situation. And this is where we have the owl that is the clear quartz owl. So it brings in clarity, which totally plays into this energy up here. So maybe Tuesday is the day that you find out the information and you have to act immediately, because we have the word go for Tuesday and Wednesday. And then this could be related to a Leo. So interesting because of all this energy, all the sun, fire energy. This could be related to a Leo that somehow betrayed you or was not as fair and just with you as you thought they were. Okay, so I hope that resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, tell your friends, whatever you can to help me get my channel out there, as I am new here, and I thank you for watching. Hello, group 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get some tarot to get the details for your week, and then we'll pull tarot to get some general energy, and then we'll pull charms to get the details. Let me give these a few shuffles while I talk about the moon in Sagittarius with Neptune. So, you know, this is basically, to me, what this is saying is there could be some sacrifice that you may need to make in order to gain your freedom in some situation. You are the only one who really knows, you know, what that freedom is. But I think it's a new beginning because this is card number 10. Also, it could be some sort of like dream, because this is Neptune and you have the word adventure here on this Sagittarius card. And so, you know, Neptune can be very, very dreamy, it's very much the planet of fantasy. You know, actors and actresses, people who, you know, love the arts will have, you know, Neptune or some sort of like Piscean energy prominent in their chart, or in some way they're going to have, you know, like Neptune is related to that type of stuff, right? So when it comes to like a dream, also the 12th house energy, which is Neptune, again, the house of dreams and fantasy, also nightmares. But I think this is more like a fantasy that you have, something that you would like to create that you will need to sacrifice in order to accomplish. We have the song A Little Bit Off, Five Finger Death Punch. Oh, interesting. I feel like the sacrifice that you're going to have to put in is going to be related to like a lot of work because of the lyrics to this song. It just hit me as he was saying, he's describing how he's off, right? He doesn't have any energy to do anything. Interesting. So maybe it's saying you have to sacrifice some comfort, or maybe, yeah, I was just getting ready to say it has something to do with emotion, and then he says, I've got a really short fuse today. So I feel like when it comes to the sacrifice, it's not just the hard work that you have to put in. There's something about emotion. You kind of have to get over yourself, is what it's saying. Like, even if you feel awe, you kind of have to push through. And I'm not saying like if you have actual depression, mental health issues, as I said in the beginning of this reading, in my disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I am not diagnosing anybody or anything, and I'm not giving you advice in those areas. Please consult a professional. I'm talking about your normal everyday, I just feel off. I don't really want to get up and do anything. I just feel lazy kind of energy, where this is saying, get over yourself. Especially if you're just irritable, whatever, get over yourself. You got to do it anyway, especially, if you're trying to build something that was a dream or fantasy, you be serious about it, put the work in. Interesting. So we've got, look at the Magician, strength. You can't make this shit up. And then, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So that's literally reiterating everything that I just said. The Magician talks about you have all of the tools that you need. You just need to put them to use. The Strength card talks about have courage, but also the Strength card is also about gentle courage. Gentle strength is sometimes what will win the day. So if you are feeling off and like you don't have any energy, maybe even doing something small is still, good and will fall in line with the energy of the Strength card, being gentle courage, right? Gentle strength. You don't always have to be in your face, or loud or obnoxious or aggressive or predatory or, running around hunting food, which is what a lion would do if he was really going after what he needs or really putting his strength to use, right? He'd be chasing his food down. But you don't always have to do that. The message behind the Strength card is about the maiden and how she's even able to approach the lion because she sees that the lion has a thorn in his paw and he's injured, he's in pain, he needs help, right? And so it's her gentleness, it's her purity, it's her her love and her courage that is what allows the lion to know that she is not a danger, right? When the Page of Pentacles is in the reverse, it's saying that, there's no offer, there's no effort, there's nothing tangible, there's no, especially with pentacles, because the pentacles are the material, something that you can touch, taste, see, taste, see, smell, or hear. But that's not forthcoming with the Page of Pentacles. So it's literally saying this week, get up, get over it, get over yourself and get up and do it anyway, even if it's small. Because you've got the devil on the bottom of the deck. Literally devil energy. You have to overcome this devil energy right here. It could be that you're feeling defensive. Maybe you are like struggling through a little bit of a depression. And if that's the case, definitely go to counseling. There's nothing wrong with counseling or seeing a doctor. But if it's that you're feeling a little bit defeated and defensive, like the people around you maybe they're not supporting you in the way that you would like, again, you kind of got to push through that. Look, you have to let that go with the Four of Pentacles, and you have to try to be pleasant to be around anyway. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some charms. We have the song All of My Love, Led Zeppelin. God, that one I could feel was a big one. I guess it was just a lot of letters or something. It felt like I had a whole bunch of stuff in my hand. So you have the letter E that fell off of the table, but above this Neptune. So I don't know, take that however it resonates. This could be person, place, or thing that you're dreaming about, or this could also be the sacrifice that you have to make. So we have the letter D here, another E, an R. So dear, read, I don't know. Anyway, we have the Sagittarius charm and the seahorse. So on Monday, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius with the letter D attached to their name. They possibly even, they could be like a father, or they could be very nurturing, they could have like water placements as well with this, like Sagittarius with water placements. Somehow the letter D attached to their name. On Monday, and then on Tuesday there's some sort of abundance with the grapes here. So Wednesday, this is peacock ore, which I see it as like some kind of magic, right? Also being unique, because peacock, the color attached to it, which is the colors of the peacock. And so this is like the magician's stone, again, the magician here. So you have all of the tools that you need on Wednesday. I don't know why it took me forever to get that out. So Wednesday and Thursday, because the R and the E are kind of on both days with this rutilated quartz. And so rutilated quartz is like a connection stone. It's the gold rutilations serve as like the circuits, right? Or the telephone line, it's what the message runs along through the quartz, right? Like the message from spirit, or connects you to spirit. It's like the line that connects you. There's some sort of connection, possibly to a person, place, or thing with these initials here on Thursday. But I don't know. I more so feel like this is like intuitive, something intuitive information, something, especially with Neptune energy attached. And I feel like also with this deer caught in the headlights, like whatever's happening this week, you could feel like a deer caught in the headlights. So then on Friday, we've got the guitar. Be creative, listen to the music. Maybe Friday is just a day of fun because of the guitar. That's a Leo fifth house energy. And then on Saturday, I think you could be there. There's some lesson coming in for you on Saturday that, it's a small lesson because of the mouse. It could be a lesson, regarding your children or family in some way. But there could be some frustrations, or maybe you're dealing with children on Saturday, like school-age children, and maybe that's what you're having to do schoolwork or something, and there's a lot of frustrations attached to it, because this is the owl, wisdom, and she's got that pencil on top of her head. So I always feel like she's a teacher. She's getting ready to teach you something. You might be a teacher, but there's some sort of lesson that's very frustrating, or something you have to teach someone a lesson, or someone teaches you a small lesson on Saturday. Okay, so I hope that resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, tell your friends, whatever you can to help me get my channel out there, since I am new here. And we have the song. It's 3:33 p.m. exactly, and we have the song The Run and Go 21 Pilots. Hello, Group 3. Okay, so we have the eclipse in Gemini and then Aquarius energy. So first of all, I always see eclipse energy as a sort of reboot, restart, something, right? And so we're talking about, rise to challenges and a new path, as a new path opens with negotiations, right? And then you have this card that talks about I know, and it breaks down to the number 5. So what you know, I think, is going to change, first of all. Because the negotiations are going to bring an end to that, where you're going to learn something in these negotiations that's going to somehow change your mind. This is a lot of communication, a lot of information coming in, but also it's saying, check yourself is really what I feel like. Be willing to compromise. To rise to the challenge, you have to put your pride, your ego, in the background. There's no place for it in this negotiation, is what I feel like, very, very strongly. You could be an air sign, you could be dealing with an air sign, but it just, very strongly, it feels like it's saying put your ego in the background. There's no place for it here. One more. The Two of Pentacles. So it's all about balance. Oh, well, balancing a betrayal. Oh, very interesting. But whatever this is, it's over. And it's something that you've definitely been waiting for. Look at more balancing energy, but very healing energy with this Temperance. Oh, and look at it. Looks like a celebration over here. Something, whatever, like this. So again, take your ego out of it. This is something you've been waiting for. Be willing to compromise, because there is healing and a celebration attached to it at the very end of everything. So we're going to put these last 2 cards right here on the bottom, and then we'll go ahead and pull some charms to see what the details are for the week. Okay, so we have the letter M over here on Sunday with the letter C. For the letters, that can be person, place, or thing. Take it however it resonates. So on Sunday, you could be dealing with a person, place, or thing that has to do with the letters M and C. There's nothing on Monday. For Tuesday, okay, so Tuesday, this is like, I think this is when the actual communication negotiation happens. And then look, you've got the $100 bill with the starfish between Tuesday and Wednesday. We've got the sign of Cancer and then the turquoise. Literally, like, if you can put your ego to the side and you're willing to compromise, and you put family as your focus here, like, this is going to make you the star of whatever this is. It's going to bring you a lot of abundance. Like, that's very, very positive. This is the highest denomination of money that I have in my charm box. And now, it doesn't always mean that it's going to be money that you receive based on these negotiations. It just means that there's something positive that's very good, very positive for you coming in Tuesday, Wednesday, that has to do with communication, talking in some way. So then we have Thursday. Oh, so Thursday we've got the blank rune with the sign of Taurus, And then we've got the hourglass. So you could be dealing with a Taurus. Oh, look at you. Possibly that has these letters attached to their name just because that fell over here. The M or C could be their initials in some way. But I think whoever this person is, like the energy of Taurus is to build, right? To own, to create. And so there's like, whoever this person is, if they're not a Taurus, like it's the person that you want to build or create with who has a decision that they're going to make. And so it's kind of left up in the air in the unknown, right? On Thursday. And then you get to Friday where we have the dragonfly and we've got this moon. And this particular moon is the one that I call my happy moon. So it tells me that there's like something that will make you very happy, right? With this moon that has to do with like survival because of the dragonfly. So dragonflies have been around for like since the time of Pangea, right? And they are survivors. They're predators, but they're survivors. They're very innovative, very magical, basically. So there's something here about survival, but also like perseverance is kind of the word that I'm looking for. Like your perseverance pays off, brings joy. Yeah. Okay. So then on Saturday, we have the number 7 domino, which is a 6 and a 1. So taking the initiative in love or money attached to the letter E, person, place, or thing with the sun. So Saturday, the sun energy is like joy, clarity. And if this is like love energy, that totally plays. This is like romantic. This could even be like 5th house, going out on a date. Like if this is something where you have feelings for someone and you need to speak up and say something, right? Like maybe this could be going out on a date. I don't know. Again, take it however it resonates, but I'm going to go ahead and leave that here. I hope it does resonate. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. And we have the song Concrete Angel by Martina McBride. And I thank you for watching. Forgot where I was.